Hello, and welcome to Spectacle Machine. Today in the machine, we'll be reviewing Lamb of God's self-titled 2020 album. I've never heard a single song by Lamb of God, so this will be interesting. So, I listen to a lot of music. But most of the music I listen to isn't very popular. I heard that this new self-titled album, Lamb of God, was really good, so I decided to check it out. I've never heard anything by Lamb of God, but this band is pretty popular though, especially amongst metalheads. So if you're watching this video, and you've never heard of Lamb of God, let me read a Wikipedia excerpt for you. Lamb of God is an American heavy metal band from Richmond, Virginia. Formed in 1994 as Burn the Priest, the group consists of bassist John Campbell, vocalist Randy Blythe, guitarist Mark Morden, and Willie Adler, and drummer Art Cruz. The band is considered a significant member of the new wave of American heavy metal movement. So let's break down this album track by track. When you see the black and white screen, it's me reading off a script. That way I can accurately describe my feelings to you. The screen where I am in color is my real-time reaction during my first listen. Oh, by the way, the tracks I put here will be transposed up a few steps to avoid the copyright police. I will rate each track out of 10, and then take the average score of each track to determine the entire album's ranking. So without further ado, let's rock. Memento Mori. Remember You Will Die. I really like the lead singer's vocals. He's able to manipulate his voice really well in order to convey a specific mood that matches the lyrics. On my initial listen, I was blown away by the energy all the musicians were giving in their performances. They are no doubt excellent musicians. The rhythmic changes throughout this track were interesting, but nothing harmonically really grabbed my attention. The chorus has predictable rhythms and chord progressions that many other songs in this style do. It fails to bring anything new or interesting to the table. It gets pretty boring after a while, especially after the second chorus. Overall, a pretty basic track played by excellent musicians. 5 out of 10. Track number 2, Checkmate. When this track began, I really enjoyed the beginning, where only the drumsticks are accompanying the guitar. Once that riff hits with the drums, I already knew it was going to be better than Memento Mori. This offered more variety harmonically and rhythmically. The chorus was way catchier. It almost seemed like a rap chorus with its syncopated rhythms. This helps add tension to the track, pulling in its listeners with anticipation. 7 out of 10. Track number 3, Gears. I think that was right. How does he do it? The tracks just keep getting better. The lyrics in Gears are so nuanced and deep. The harmonic progressions here are nothing big. This song was all about the rhythmic energy that keeps building up. And also the riff at the end of the song, fantastic. 8 out of 10. Track number 4, Reality Bath. Man, this song, oh my gosh, what a true masterpiece. The buildup of instruments coming in after another at the very beginning was great, and those spots of silence. Nice. Stuff like that leaves your audience wanting more. The chorus was extremely catchy. The lyrics were so haunting. The instrumental break was also extremely haunting. Creative, energetic, and depressing. 9 out of 10. Track number 5. The new Colossal Hate. After an awesome track like Reality Bath, this was such a letdown. I can't understand a single word he's saying. What the hell is he saying? I did enjoy the word painting though. That was nice. Now the last section of the song brought it up just a little bit with the rhythm guitar's catchy riff. But overall, this was a really boring track with boring lyrics. 4 out of 10. Track number 6, Resurrection Man. I do love me some Music Box. It made for a good introduction. I especially like the siren effect that the guitar creates. The general riff at the beginning is also pretty good. And as soon as the lyrics began, I was born in a cemetery. I just had to laugh. It's extremely corny and doesn't match the style of the track. The lyrics might have worked for a band like My Chemical Romance, but the lead vocalist growling doesn't work here. Towards the end, it starts to pick up, similar to New Colossal Hate. I really like what they do at the end of the track with all the different changes and chromaticism. I'm the resurrection man, I tackle I wish they would have done more of that at the very beginning. 5 out of 10. Track number 7, Poison Dream. At this point in the album, everything began to mesh all together. When I heard the first few seconds of this track, I thought that I had heard this track before. But nope, this track was just lacking its own voice. But similar to the tracks before it, the change that occurs 3 minutes in saves the track. Because you're not a human being, just a fight to be paid. All of those unpredictable changes at the very end kept me on my toes, and that guitar solo at the end was pretty heavenly. 5 out of 10. Track number 8, Roots. The chorus in the chorus was a nice change, and it does give this track an identity. The riff for the verse was good, but the melody and the vocals lacked variety to keep it really engaging. And again, another fantastic guitar solo towards the end. It seems at this point in the album that Lamb of God knew that these past few tracks weren't very engaging, and so they just put in a lot of really cool, interesting stuff at the end so that we can get the impression that the track was a good track, when overall it really wasn't. But, I don't know. It's just a theory. 5 out of 10. Number 9, Bloodshot Eyes. Yet again, another boring track. The chorus here is very similar to that of the previous tracks, and everything here was just extremely predictable. I did like that drop after Bloodshot, though. Bloodshot! 5 out of 10. Track number 10, On the Hook. Now, this is what you call a grand finale. On the Hook was an awesome track. There were enough changes throughout the entire song to keep me guessing, leaving me at the edge of my seat the whole way through. This track had a few key changes and moments of silence that kept me engaged. Once we got to the bridge, sure, it was a little boring, but I understood. This type of bridge is much needed in a track like this. The lyrics in this track were so dark and depressing. I freaking loved it! 9 out of 10. Experiencing Lamb of God's self-titled album was a huge emotional roller coaster. I was impressed, scared, amused, and bored, all within the span of 45 minutes. This album has some pretty high highs with deep and thought-provoking lyrics and excellent musicianship. But more than half of the album suffers from cheesy lyrics and predictable rhythms and harmonic progressions. Now, there's no doubt that the band members of Lamb of God are excellent musicians, but more than half of the time, they seem to fail when it comes to composition. So, when we take the score of each track and put them through the machine, we find that Lamb of God's self-titled 2020 album gets a 6 out of 10. Well, do you agree with my score? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a friendly discussion. And be sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more track-by-track reviews just like this one. I review all sorts of music. Maybe you'll discover some new music along with me. See you next time in the machine.
There's no longer going to dance at all. So clap along behind me, make the hours look small.